Shalom, everybody. This is Betty Erica, aka Lady Smooth, and I'm here once again. The good Lord wanted me to show something with you all, and I have chose to be obedient, and I am going to do just that. At first, I was not going to share this because it is kind of personal. And I'm very sensitive off of the personal things that I've been through in my life, but I will share this. Okay, so I am in the music industry, not as deep as I was before because I'm not on that side, and I never really been on that side. So I just was an innocent girl, just like all innocent girls, trying to make it and express their own talent. And as I was doing that, I was in danger. I was in danger. So I want you to see this. This is a picture of me. That's me, which it was showing the full body, full face at one point, but as we posted on Facebook, they kind of blocked it out. This is okay, let me get closer. This is an angel of the Lord. You can see his little hat and his sword. That's a sword. These are not just balling lights. And there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 7 of them around me as we're on. Ironically, we are on Kings Road. Okay, so again, this is the staff. This is the head. We were on Kings Road, and that was on Sunset Boulevard. So that's me. Come on now, get out the way. So that's me, as you can see. And those are the angels above me for my protection as I was with this wicked person who was trying to set me up at the time. Yes, I forgave her, but I should have known she was up to no good, because people have these minions to set you up. How did I know I was in danger? Well, I didn't know at the time, but I do know that the voice of the Lord spoke to me after I was dropped off home. He said, "Don't ever go back with that girl again." And I said, "Okay, Lord." And he said, "You could have got killed tonight, but I sent my angels to protect you." And I listened. I said, "Okay, Lord, okay." That night, I had a dream. I won't go into the details about the dream, but I will say the next morning I went on my Facebook and the Lord just said, "Go to her page and see what she's talking about." So when I went to her page, there was a big conversation about me. Now, my stage name is Lady Smooth. That's why I say Lady Smooth, LadySmooth, as in Victor, V. So, in the conversation, it didn't spell my name correctly. It said Lady, but Smooth was spelled like Smooth. And she knew my name, but that was purposely to not make the conversation between her and whoever she was talking to so obvious. Whoever this person was that she was talking to was in the upper ups and from New York City. So there was like money to be paid to take me out. Okay, let's just say that. Because in this industry, you have to understand that people don't want up and coming artists. Because they know most people that are up and coming artists, they just want to express their music. They don't want to do all the derogatory things to push the hidden agenda of the evil masses. They don't want to push wickedness. They don't want to do that. They just really, most of them, just really want to pursue their career. And only if they're desperate, they will push that agenda. And I was not desperate at all. I'm willing to do what's right in the Lord's eyes. If he does not agree with it, I did not go forward with it. Everybody knew that wherever I went, I had my sword, and that was my Bible. Wherever I went, I had my Bible with me no matter what. Even though I used to curse like a sailor back then, I still knew the Lord, okay? So, with that being said, she was having a discussion with the gentleman, and they were discussing the pricing of the money. And it was something like $300,000, $350,000, something stupid to me. I mean, yes, it's a lot of money, but will it last? Is it worth it? No. And then also to retrieve my music. Foolish. Foolish. Anybody, even the people who stole my music out of my storage, anybody who tried to steal my music, don't you know that the Lord put in my spirit to get my stuff copywritten? So it is copywritten through the Library of Congress, and everything is patent. Everybody knows my domain. Everybody, CD Baby knows my domain. I'm with ASCAP Publishing. There's no way you can get my music, okay? You can try. If you are selling it, guess what? You will be paying me back my money. And that is the end of that story. And not only that, you didn't take everything, because the good Lord makes sure he preserved what I need to have, okay? As well as my producer knows what he recorded in his studio. He's very well known, Kenny McLeod, Black Hole Productions, okay? The one who produced Thuggish Ruggish Bone. So there's no way you can, he's also have ties to that. So there's no way, anyway. So, back to the subject. I just want to say that anytime that I'm going through danger, even now in my warfare that I've been going through over and over again all my life since I was a kid, the Lord has always come and protected me. He's always told me he would protect me. He will always send his angels, even in the flesh, to protect me. Okay, so I just want to read some scriptures that I've written down, and I want to elaborate on this whole subject. And the name of this subject is, He shall, his angels will charge, he will give his angels charge over you. Okay, he will give his angels charge over you. That is the subject of this matter. Okay, so here I've written Psalms 91. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Psalms 91. For he shall give his angels charge over you to guard you in all your ways. Okay, and it's interesting that Psalms 91, verse 11. Psalms 91, verse 11. I highlighted that one because that's the most important one to me. That's the most endearing one to me. Not only that, it is, I want to say, it's an emergency call. So if you're ever in danger, that is your emergency, that's your emergency scripture to read. Psalms 91, 11, like 9:11. It's an emergency. Ironic. So let's read also Luke chapter 4, verse 10. For it is written, he will command his angels concerning you to guard you. And that's what he did to me. He did for me. He commanded his angels concerning me to guard me, you know. And everywhere I went, he commanded his angels concerning me to guard me. And that's me. You can see even the bright light shining around me. He protected me so much during these times of my rapping days, you know. And I am still doing music, but not in that way. It's going to be guided by the Father. Okay? So, also, Genesis 19, verse 15. When morning dawned, the angels urged Lot, saying, Up, take your wife and your 2 daughters who are here, or you will be swept away in the punishment of the city. Now, when the Lord is about to punish a town, he always lets his children know. Those who serve him and those who believe in him and those who have a personal relationship with him, he always let them know. He give warning. He give heed. And that's why I asked Lord, I said, Lord, I ran into my angel recently. Okay. Let me tell you guys this story. And I have plenty of angel stories, so stay tuned for that. I'll tell you two of them, maybe partly of the second one, not full, because I'm still seeing how to navigate telling you guys that that one's very personal. So, okay, the angels in the flesh. Now, as you see, this one again, these are the angels looking over me in the spirit. They're in the spirit realm because they're fighting spiritual battle. This is people in witchcraft. This is people that are stirring up evil in the spiritual realm first. And then they come down in a physical, and they take a physical body. Okay, most of them take a physical body. Just to keep in mind, just a tip for you guys to understand, they will take a physical body in a form of a homeless person. Okay, that's the main one that they do. Now, if they're a messenger, they may take another body, like dressed up as a security person, maybe have on a little yellow jacket or something, or blending in with whatever area the security is. I had that one too, if they're just a messenger. Now, if they're a warrior, they won't say anything to you. I've had 3 of those. I had a messenger, I've had a protector, and I had a warrior one that really meant business. And he'll give you that look, but they don't talk to you because they mean business, and they ready to tear something up. Soon as somebody make the wrong move, you don't want to mess with them. Those are the ones you don't want to mess with. Okay, so this angel particularly, just recently, I went to the gas station because I said, Lord, I'm so sick of every time I move somewhere, it's always somebody doing some witchcraft, some mess going on. They just always coming after me, these witches. I'm sick of it. And so I was just so frustrated. I'm going to the gas station, and in front of me was an angel, a homeless person. My spirit is so sensitive to the supernatural. I was easily drawn to it, and I knew right away that this was an angel of the Lord. No matter how bummy, whatever he was wearing, I knew. He was so bummy. And this is another thing. They may look bummy, but in the face, they look clean. Like they look clean in the face, but their body may be, the clothing may be dirty or raggedy. But in the face, they look clean. And that's how you know who they are. And they make sure you know that. So he was there. He bought a couple of hot dogs. He offered me one. And I said, no, thank you. And then the man at the register, he was looking upset. Okay, but before he looked upset, let me just tell you what the angel did. This is how I knew he was an angel. See, they do little things so you can recognize who they are. He did not give him the cash out of his pocket. He took the money out of his mouth. He literally took the money out of his mouth, and it was dry. It was not wet. The dollar was dry, okay? And he gave it to the man to buy a soda. And the man didn't want to take the money, okay? And that's another thing. They would test you to see what you would do, what you're willing to do. And so I said, oh, he don't want to take the money. So I said, okay, I'll pay for it, And I gave it to the cash register man. Anyways, by the time I gave him that money, the angel went on to do his little business. He was just actually sorting out, the thing that you dip into the soap bucket to kind of wash someone's windshield. He didn't even try to wash mine, and I was the only person in the parking lot, so I knew he was just over there organizing stuff just to kill time, just to be there for my protection. So I said, why you didn't want to take the money to the guy at the register? He said he took it out of his mouth. And I'm looking like, well, it was nice and dry. Even it was like a folded paper. Like it wasn't even folded. It was straight, but it was like kind of creased. So it was like, as you take let me see if I can show you guys. So as you take, just say that this is the dollar. Okay. Oh, Lord. Let's just say that this is the dollar. It was like that. Okay. It's like he took it like that and about to give it to him. How else the angel's going to get the money, right? So I was paying for the soda, and guess what? He didn't even come back for that soda. He did not come back for that soda. So as I purchased what I needed to purchase, I was about to get in my car, and he stopped me and he talked to me. And he said, "You stay as long as you want." I was shocked. I said, "What? Okay. I don't have to move. You stay as long as you want." The second thing he told me, he said, "Don't ever come to this corner by yourself. You got someone in the car with you?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay. Don't ever come to this gas station by yourself at night." And I was shocked. And that's it. I obeyed. Okay, I'll never come to this gas station by myself. He know there's a wicked building on the other corner that looks like valedictorian, some mess. It's just all kinds of witchcraft in this neighborhood, as well as the place I used to live. Okay, and most of these people are in the upper ups. They are in politics. They are in the police force. They are in medical field. They are in music. They're in movies. They're everywhere. But they are evil. They're not righteous. These people will sacrifice you for a quick blood sacrifice for money. And it's temporal. And it's not even worth it. Because first of all, then when you run out of that, you got to go look for another one and another one. Because the devil don't play fair. When are they going to realize that? I don't know. But see, the Lord provides no matter what. That's what I know. Even if you're down to nothing, the Lord's going to provide as long as you have faith in him. He wants to see how much you have faith in him. You have to read the book of Job. Because no matter what the enemy wanted to take away from Job, the Lord still provide. Okay, moving right along. That's when I knew I was talking to the angel. And yes, he came in the form of a black man, but I've had angels that come in the form of an Asian man, even a Samoan man. I've had a white man that was posing as a bum. I've had so many angels. Okay, and the second story about the angel, back in the day when I used to live in the USC area, all the USC kids was on vacation for the summer, and I was so upset. And I said, "Why am I not rich?" And this was at the time I had a SLK Mercedes-Benz with the top that go back. But I was just like, why am I not rich? I'm doing all this music. I'm doing all these performances. Da 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 da. I should just do something. I should just, I was gonna do something. Not to hurt anybody. I was just gonna do something to basically hurt myself. Not on some suicidal stuff. I never was suicidal, but I was gonna go do something I can't even talk about right now. I'll express that later. But I know that the angel said, when I came back, he was dressed up like the security guards that watches the college students on the corner. And he was Asian, and he said, "Now, when I seen you roll past, I said, that girl's rich. That girl looks like a rich girl." And I said, "What?" Because I'm like, how did he know what I was thinking about? Because I'm thinking to myself, and I'm mad, And he said, in other words, you're rich. You just don't know it. And you know why? Because our blessings are in heaven, not on this earth. It's not going to last here. Trust me. It's not. Okay, so moving right along. That was Luke 4, chapter 10. For it is written, he will command his angels concerning you to guard you. The Lord will call these angels down to rescue you. That's how much the Father loves you. And that's why I'm not worried about the approval of man, because At first, I used to be worried about the approval of, people and the protection of people. And the Lord said, what are you doing? I'm using this for my mighty glory. I've always used less against many. King David was one against many. The 300, Gideon and the 300 men were less against many. He do it for his glory. He used the less and the humble and the meek against many. Everybody want to be click up. Everybody want to have a click. The Lord doesn't need a click to do his will. Remember that. Okay, another one I'm going to read is Genesis 48:16. Can't see that. Let's see. The angel who has redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and may my name live on in them, and the names of my father Abraham and Isaac, and may they grow into a multitude in the midst of the earth. The angel who has redeemed me from all evil. That's how the Father works. And may my name live on in them, and the name of my Father. So live on in them. The angels are proud to do the Lord's will. They are proud to do the Lord's will. When the Lord say go, they are proud to protect you. They are so proud. And if you are nice to them, they are proud. Like I said, the angel that took the money out of his mouth to pay for that soda, he never came back for that soda. He didn't care about that soda. The guy was all mad. The receptionist, the cashier, he was upset. He took the money out of his mouth. He was complaining. And I already knew. But I said, okay, I'll pay for it. At first, I didn't know right away when I paid for it, until the angel spoke to me and said, you stay as long as you need. In other words, you stay until the Lord tell you to go. Because he's going to destroy whoever is messing with you. Because that's how the Father works. He don't play. So everybody that come around here doing your little stuff, just keep in mind, the Father's watching you. And he will charge his angels after you for messing with his baby. And I am his baby. I am the daughter of the Most High. I am. I claim that. I own it. I'm not out here fornicating. I am not out here doing drugs. What you got on me? I serve people for a living. I take care of the sick for a living. I'm doing something for my community while you're in my business. Okay? I work for the Lord besides working to make a living in this wicked nation. So, here's another warning for you. Okay? This is a long video. And Psalms 34, verse 7. The angels of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and rescues them. That's Psalms 34, verse 7. Let's read it again. The angel of the Lord encamps. My angels encamp around me. They're here. You don't see them, but they are. Around those who fear him and rescue them. Okay? And I want to say, when the Lord brings the angels in a supernatural form, mainly he does that when it's very serious, when it's urgent. Other than that, they don't have to be in a supernatural form. They're going to be in the flesh. They make one move and you're consumed. They're not human. They're not human. And so whatever deity that you pray to, just know that the Father is much more powerful than that. Okay? Yesiah can come down if he wanted to in the flesh. Oh boy, that's the biggest honor. And you don't want him to come down. Okay? Don't think as many demons as you serve, you can prevail over whatever agenda you can prevail with the agenda that you think you can pursue against the righteous. You cannot do it. Don't think for once your power, because you're in the occult, or into your witchcraft, or into your coven, that you can go against a righteous who serve the Most High. Don't think so. You're playing with fire. And so Acts 27:23-24. For this very night, an angel of the God to whom I belong to, whom I serve, stood before me, saying, do not be afraid. God has granted you all those who are selling with you. I believe and I receive. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Nobody can take that faith away from me, because I've been through it too many times. He's got me through this. Okay, and this is the related topics. But let's go over that again. Acts 27:23-24. For this very night, an angel of the Ahiah, to whom I belong and whom I serve, stood before me, saying, do not be afraid. God has granted you all those who are selling with you. And these are the related topics, okay? Angelic guardianship. Angels, activities among believers. Angels going at God's bidding. Angels, ministry to believers, okay? And I want to stress on angels' activities among believers. No. Angels going at God's bidding. The Father is the chess. The Father is the chess. Ahiah is the chess. He's not the checkers. He don't play checkers. He don't play fast. He loves challenges. So just when you think you're ahead, he's already 10 steps ahead of you. 10 steps ahead of you. There's nothing you can do in the midst of the Father. He uses people for his glory. That's who he is. That's his personality. Okay? He always let the trash pile up until it's time to take it out. And the trash is piling up. It's hitting his nose. You better ask Sodom and Gomorrah. It hit his nose. And they tried to force that man. I'm telling you, people, don't be influenced by the agenda. Wake up. Because we are in times where God is, the Ahiah, Yesiah, is not playing anymore. He's ready to shut this place down. And he's going to get every righteous person and the church out of here before he do. We may be here to witness it. We may not. Just understand, either way, our glory is in heaven. And every witch and every witchcraft and coven, this is your last warning to repent while you can. Hell is no place to play with. The judgment is here. He's not playing with you anymore. You don't have much more time. You don't. And with that being said, I am the daughter of the Most High, daughter of the Most High Ministries, Betty Erica, aka Lady Smooth. We pray Psalms 91 on this channel. And with that being said, shalom.